This whole week as we've been going through, we've had our multiple standards question up here, right? Which was what are names provides the reader with a story within a story, also known as the nested narrative. What story was within the story? Who is the main character of the story inside the story? The Inception story. The what, Callie?
The water girl.
The water girl is the story within the story. And who is on that outer story again, Justin?
The three sisters.
The three sisters.
And Waipo.
And Waipo. Not Waipo. Waipo. Yes. So we're going to today kind of dive deeper into this question. How does the plot of each story parallel one another to help the reader arrive at one theme? And is this text structure an effective tool? We're going to explain and cite some evidence. So the first thing that we're going to do, yesterday and the day before, we took annotations about different characteristics of the water girl and the three sisters, right? We pointed out some things that were key about their characters. In your groups, for about 2 minutes, we're going to go back into the text and look at those different characteristics that we annotated for and see if we can find any similarities between the water girl and the three sisters. Does that make sense? Any questions I can answer before you're off to the races? 2 minutes on the clock. Go. What are some of the similarities that you guys were able to identify between the three sisters and our water girl? Vicki, what's one?
They're all unaware.
They're all unaware. I like it. All unaware. Callie?
They're all disobeying.
Disobedient. Disobedient. I don't know. Spelling's difficult. Yeah, Libby.
They're both naive.
Ooh, naive. We like that word. Was she telling this story to these girls who were fighting at the start? Samra? To make them not fight? Yeah. So the purpose of the story, right, is to kind of make them stop fighting.
Teaching them like a lesson?
Yeah, I totally think she's teaching them a lesson. What lesson do you think she's trying to teach them?
Just like not to fight and like.
Okay, so not to fight. Sanjana?
Like listen to the older people.
Listen to your elders. So we have a couple predictions for why she's telling the story. Not to fight. Livy, what else?
Maybe to never take things for granted.
Ooh. I like that one a lot.
What'd she say?
Don't take things for granted. The text with the story that she's telling us, do we see that we shouldn't be taking things for granted? Yeah.
When, in like the past story with the water girl, when there was like a storm and she died.
Yes, so there was a storm and she died. So how does that show that we can't take things for granted?
Because she also said like, oh, if only this fish would give me something else, and she took it for granted. Because there was also, ended up being a jewel on the fish.
Good. I love that text evidence that you found. Can you find what paragraph that was in so we can all be on the same page with that? When she says that I wish that this would bring something more than just fish.
11.
Good. Paragraph 11. And then we know that paragraph 11 connects to which paragraph? 14. Good. So we have this, don't take things for granted, and I think we can even develop this further that kind of relates more to the story. Vicki?
Isn't it kind of connected to paragraph 17 when Chris's daughter was delighted that her wish was being fulfilled?
Absolutely, yeah. So we have like that connection between paragraph 11, 14, and 17. Now in your groups that we have this kind of lesson that we've got going on from the story that's inside of our story. Can you guys together find a piece of text evidence to support the same idea in the outer story? Can we find something from the story with the three girls and Waipo that would support this, that we need to be content with what we have? I'm going to give you guys a minute and a half.
Maybe
Go.
at the start.
Good, yes. So after the story was over, we could see that in paragraph 26 they're starting to kind of mull over the lesson. How many of you guys have a family member or have seen a family member or somebody else kind of try to tell you something and it kind of goes over your head. So you have somebody be like, well, if you were only nicer to them, they wouldn't have done that to you. Or if only you had done your homework, you would have gotten an A.
Every day.
Would it be more effective if it was told through a story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you maybe,
to do it, and I would have less time to do it, and then I would have to do it all. 'Cause they
Maybe-
waste my time.
maybe not quite that, but Sanjana?
So when like parents like when they're like trying to teach you a lesson, to be honest, it's kind of boring. But then in a story, you just get your head wrapped around it, and then you kind of get involved in the story too. It's like you're that like main character in in that story. So and then at the end, you learn a lesson, but in a different way.
Amazing! It's so boring to have somebody just be like, you need to do unto others as you would have done unto you. So, do we think that the structure of the story, having the story within the story, how many times can I say story in one sentence? Having the story within the story, does that help us understand what the theme is?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah? A little bit better than just saying it like outright, correct?
Yeah.
It's a little bit more engaging. So do we think that this text structure is effective in helping us understand the theme?
Yeah.
So